I'm sorry.
When he gets back, I'll get some money.
Oh.
I have to clean this kitchen.
Oh, okay.
for the restroom.
Right. I got you. I'm good.
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead. This one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
These persons you think that wanted to do something for you, and you did it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No problem.
Excuse me, I'm just like zoning, just trying to get shit together because people are fucked up.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if I did have you, fuck, I'd be fucked up.
Yeah. Right. That's what friends are for, so. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is John Vincent. I'm a program manager at Microsoft. I own MSIX and most of Application Technologies in the Windows Developer and Experience Division. Today, I'm here to talk to you about MSIX and the enterprise. So let's kind of look back at the year in the past, really where MSIX is today. So let's take a look at the supported platform for MSIX. So we launched MSIX with the 1809 version of Windows 10. And we quickly learned from customers, hey, we need support on more platforms, if not all platforms. So in February of 2019, we went ahead and added support for 1709 and 1803, giving you a lot of options to deploy MSIX in your enterprise. We also certified Windows Server 2019 for support with MSIX. Now with Server 2019, you only can deploy enterprise apps, so apps that you built within your enterprise. We don't support the Microsoft Store for MSIX or just apps in general because it's a server SKU. And then lastly, we introduced MSIX Core for enterprises. So this is a slightly different variant of MSIX for your enterprise. MSIX Core enables you to standardize on the MSIX packaging format, but it runs it in an unvirtualized way. So it's a lot more like an MSI. So the uniqueness here is you get the ability to use that same package everywhere, but you won't get all the benefits of the MSIX platform, like the virtualization, minimum install, and things like the differential updates. And then in response to developers, we did in the 2004 edition of Windows 10 remove sideloading. So if you remember prior, you have to enable this feature called sideloading to even use the MSIX feature set. Well, customers and ISVs would come back and say, hey, you've been saying this is the installer that you're standardizing on. Why isn't it just native to the platform like Nexi-based installer and MSI? So we responded, and starting in the 2004 edition of Windows 10, sideloading is no longer an option. It's just part of the platform. And then just a quick recap, for the last operating system that was kind of out there, 1703 did go into life of 18 in October of 2009. So what that really means is all the supported Windows 10 platforms have native support for MSIX. So let's kind of transition now and talk about some of the key features of Windows 10 2004 edition. First and foremost, we support delivery optimization. That was a big ask across enterprises. Enterprises really want to take advantage of DO or delivery optimization to really help mitigate stress on their networks. I already talked about the removal of the sideloading enablement. And then the next thing that we went and did is we added support for repackaging apps within.
Oh, it has been certified.
Windows services. So while we could go and repackage apps before, we were finding more and more that customers had, a small amount of apps with services that they wanted to move to MSI apps. Now these apps they might not have the source code for anymore, or they weren't under active development, but really wanted to take advantage of the MSIX technology. So we added the support to allow you to take that app and go and repackage it into the MSIX format. Now, one thing to note on apps with a service, this is one of the few times that will require an elevation to install an MSIX. If you remember from past talks, MSIX is a user base and any user can install an app. Because of the nature of a Windows service and how it interacts at the system level, we'll need to elevate just because we need to actually interact at that level. And then the last feature that we went and added was what we call deferred registration, where you can see this actually really long command put in. And what this allows you to do is if you're deploying via PowerShell or you're using the enterprise CSP, or even if you're using the API, you can call deferred registration. And if a user is currently running that app, what we'll go and do is lay down all the differential binaries. So remember we talked in the past about when we do an update, we only download the files that are needed. We'll go and pre-lay down those files. And when the user shuts down the app, we'll finish the update. So this way you don't have to interrupt your user from working, and you can get that update out to your users very quickly. The next feature that we added, I want to dive a little bit more into, is an improved package integrity. So if you're deploying apps from the Windows Store in the past, or the Microsoft Store in the past, we had a really good tamper-resistant system in place. If you were deploying outside of the store, a lot of our integrity was really just at deployment time. And if an app got changed or altered after deployment time, we wouldn't always detect that. So what we've done now is we've actually enabled you to opt into a richer package integrity if you're not deploying from the Microsoft Store. And you can do this by simply putting this manifest entry within your app. And then what we'll do is periodically check that application based on the block map to know if anything has changed. If we determine that app has been changed or tampered, we'll actually go and put it into a remediation phase and not allow the user to run that app anymore, which is a good thing because that app isn't the initial app that you laid down. Now, this capability is part of Windows 10 2004, but the cool thing about this is you can go and put that manifest entry in, deploy those apps down level, and when you get to the 2004 edition of Windows, it'll inherit those properties and start taking on the new package integrity. So you won't need to update your operating system to deploy that app. It's just when you get to the new operating system, you'll take advantage of that feature set. And then just to note, the MSX packaging tool can just set this value for you. So if you're a developer under active development, just add this into your manifest. And if you're repackaging apps using our packaging tool, there's just a setting and it will do it for you. Another great feature that we added in the 2004 timeframe was really around Windows Virtual Desktop, or WVD, and it's called MSIX App Attach. And MSIX App Attach is a way to do on-demand registration of apps, really allowing you to separate the apps, the user profile, and the operating system. This was available with the Windows Virtual Desktop 2005 release. Now, in the 2005 release today, you do need to do some manual configuration. So there's a series of PowerShell scripts that you run to get this up and running. But moving forward, we're actually going to do some integration into the WVD portal. And we're going to build in UX to Azure Resource Manager. We're going to have deployment and management integration along with monitoring.